And I'm gonna spend some battle stars before I. Holy shit!
DPG, what's up, dude?
Oh, I got this. DPG, you checking in?
Yeah, I'm checking in for a little bit.
What's up, brother? Man, long time no hear. How you been?
Been good, man. You know, just busy. Life doesn't get easy when you have kids.
Oh no, I know. I don't know how that is, man. But happy Mother's Day to your wife.
Thank you. And trust me, if you don't have any kids, enjoy your time.
You're not the only father on here, so.
Yeah.
Flames is a father as well. New father.
We're out here.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I had a 2-year-old, so yeah, trust me, it's an experience the first few years. First 2 years at least.
It's all an experience, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But were you guys have you guys
Say it again, TPG. We missed that.
Have you guys stopped talking about Shaqiri?
No, we do. We can always talk more. What do you think about that? Because I'm having a hard time. We were just saying, like, he was producing at the world stage not 2 months ago, helping get an assist against England.
Okay, so, and actually someone brought this point, on Reddit or Twitter, I don't know when, but he was actually doing really good right before he got injured. Once he came back from injury, it's like he's giving away passes. It's like his mind is not set on the game sometimes. Like he's trying to do too much. And he ends up...
Do you think he's still worried about his injury? Like he might still have something there? I think
that he's... Either he's rusty, because, obviously when he was injured, he was out for 3 months. 3 weeks or 3 games.
Right, you're right. That is a long time.
Or maybe he doesn't want, maybe he's too focused on that injury to the point that it's kind of getting him psychologically, kind of like getting in his head.
Well, and then he sees other players around around the leagues in soccer go down with like bad injuries, and he's like, I don't want to get injured before the World Cup.
That's too. I kind of want to give him a pass, for this first season, because it's his first season. But I mean, he did pay. The Fire did pay $7 million for the guy, so he needs to produce something. And
I think you made a good point though, DPG, because he was producing before the injury, and then really the drop off has come after that injury. Also, the drop off, the Fire offense just still has not put it together, and I think that's also an impact.
Yeah, and I kind of want to see how this Fire team plays when it's full strength,
because it's not there yet. We haven't seen Hyro and Chris Mueller out there, right, at the same time.
Exactly. So I think all judgment should be held off until at least we got a couple of games under the full squad. And then we'll see. Like, I know people are asking for Ezra's head, but come on.
I think it's way too early for that.
Way too early. Come on, we gave Wiki like what, 2 years?
Oh my God! And Pano.
We gave him what, 3 years, 4 years? I get it. Everybody's upset. Everybody's pissed off, and that's fine. That's what being a fan is. Being pissed off because things aren't going our way. But we need to give Ezra more time.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that, man. He not only does he need more time, I mean, we got to give him a chance to figure this out.
I mean, if anybody needs to, get cut off from all this, it's probably, Heights. Some of the moves he made were questionable. Some of them, he pulled it off. It looked great on paper, but, I haven't really. I think what a lot of people were expecting was like some sort of like MLS magic, making trades and, getting players of high caliber and MLS veterans.
And we're not seeing that at all. But that comes from a guy like Garth Lagerwey, who knows the best mechanisms of the league. I don't know why we would expect that from this guy who's coming from what is it? FC Basel and the European system where he can hide his players.
Exactly. It's like, the European system is much more different. You could pretty much sign anybody you want as long as you have the
Got
cash.
here, James.
MLS is a little different. It's a lot of it's like almost doing algebra. You kind of have to move pieces around. You have to stay under, a budget, a salary cap. You pretty much have to almost sometimes even cheat the system, like we have seen with other teams, like Toronto.
Yeah. And Miami, 2-4 DPs, right?
Yeah, Miami did it under the table, but got caught. So it's, I don't know. I think it might be time for a new GM. The question is,
that's a good question, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, what will be the reaction if, for example, we get rid of George, or George Heights, we get rid of him. How is Shaqiri gonna react? And Shaqiri's here because of him.
Sure, that's why he is here. That is really why he's here.
You wonder, what will be his attitude? Will his attitude change? Will he want out because his buddy's no longer there to kind of back him up?
That's a good question, and I could see that being a thing. I mean, look how he was quickly able to get out of Lyon like nothing.
Exactly. So it's as you can hear, I'm at the grocery store.
Oh, no worries.
But
Casually at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm at the grocery store talking fire.
Spitting fire at the grocery store. I love it.
And for those of you guys that live in the city and maybe in the outlying suburbs, I'm at a Tony's.
At Tony's?
Yeah.
Have you found that food's been getting more expensive?
Oh yeah. Definitely have. I always tell my wife this when she freaks out when she's like, "Oh, why did you spend so and so on the grocery store?" I'm like, "Well, food costs more money now."
Yes, it has been. It's almost like it's like encouraging me to go to McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you don't believe it or not? Some people are saying it's cheaper to eat out sometimes than go to the grocery store.
Hey, that's what. Yes, it truly is. Could be sometimes.
You go to McDonald's, you could eat pretty good for like $4 or $5. You go to the grocery store, a pound of chicken's like $6.
Our buddy, he lives out in Detroit. He loves to go and find like the nice discounts on meats, and that's what his comments were. He's like, chicken's gotten ridiculous.
I mean, now you pretty much have to hunt for everything. I've heard that at Mariano's every now and then, or once in a blue moon, they'll sell you a tomahawk steak for $20.
Take that. Tomahawk steak for 20, is that a good price? I'm not, because I don't frequently buy steaks.
Put it like this. If you go to any steakhouse, they'll probably charge you maybe $60 and up for a tomahawk.
Okay.
If you go to a really nice place in downtown Chicago, you're looking at $200.
Whoa.
Yeah, and people will pay for that.
That sounds tasty. I've had a tomahawk before. It's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm more of a filet mignon type of guy,
Ooh, dude, you're getting starting to make me. Oof. I like a good filet mignon. I could go for any one of those.
Even a premium cut sirloin.
I could go for any one of those. I'm a big fan. Big fan of good steak cuts.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the fire. So yeah, that's kind of like what I think of Shaqiri is that, I don't know if him thinking about the injury is affecting the way he plays.
Yes, that seems like it could be.
It's like maybe he's like, oh my God, I don't want to get injured, so I better not do anything crazy. And we have injuries. We really have a really bad disciplinary track record. Come on,
we lead the league in red cards. We're 5th in yellow cards. It's a problem.
I don't know if this is like the defensive coach mindset, because if you look on the coaching staff, you have 2 guys that were pretty much solid defenders on their playing days. We had CJ Brown, we have Ezra.
Yeah.
I don't know how Junior whatever the guy's name, the other assistant's coach, Gonzalez's, record and how he thinks mentally. Frank Copas might be an attacking-minded coach, but if Ezra's running this team very defensively, then that might be the reason why we're getting so many reds and yellows.
Now that you're talking about it, makes me feel like Jose Mourinho. We got a guy right by us, by the way, Jack. I'm getting Jose Mourinho vibes.
Mom right by us.
Yeah, it's honestly, if you're gonna coach a professional team, you kind of have to be open.
Two teams by us, Jack.
You can't always play defensively, in the league like this.
Right.
Kind of out an attack. But the problem is, with the Fire, that we don't have any good attacking pieces. And even with Jairo Torres and Mueller, you still got to give those guys enough time to gel with the team.
Is the MLS a more defensive league than in this current climate, or yeah?
It's physical.
It's more
Yeah,
physical. It's more of a push league.
It's not anti-positional though, is it?
No, I mean, because you got a team like the Red Bulls who are very good positionally sound. Like they're one of the worst passing teams in the league statistically, but they're still one of the best teams because they have a plan.
Yeah. You have teams that will literally go out there and take your defense apart with 2-3 guys.
Yes. 2 or 3 guys can undo you. The Chicago Fire have those guys, but I don't know if they have the tactics yet. Guy right here.
I always feel like Ezra likes to play like with a wall, like with a parking the bus kind of mentality.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if it's because he might have seen 5 seasons of tape on how we have done defensively, which have been horrible, and then he finally figures, okay, maybe if I get really defensive, we might be able to win some. But
Another one? Who's on here?
We got somebody right here.
the thing is that you can't always be too defensive. You can't park the bus. You can't. And
Every
granted,
game. You can't do that every game, right? And
Yeah,
also,
every
what about
game.
goal scoring? What about goal scoring? They have 5 goals in the run of play.
yeah, and you know what? I'm beginning to think
I have
whether or not
300.
I'm still debating whether or not Shabilko is a bust.
Yes. Well, I keep saying he's like Baric, and Baric only gave you 8 to 12 goals a season. How many goals does he have right now? He's on 2. He's gonna average maybe 8 to 12 goals this season at the moment.
And for the amount of funny money that we gave to Philly for him, we probably could have gotten 2 strikers.
If we could have gotten
decent
Georgia
strikers.
Mihailovic back, that would have been amenable.
Yeah, we could have got 2 very decent strikers that might produce. And it's like okay, people were saying, okay, well, we're not giving him good service. Fine, but when he's on like a one-on-one versus the goalkeeper, how are you gonna mess that up? How are you gonna try to go around him?
Yes.
Let me get these.
He strikes me as a kind of a rigid type player, not the fancy flourish player.
Yeah.
Why would he try to go around the goalkeeper if you might not even have the moves to do this?
He doesn't. He doesn't have that in his locker.
Doesn't, and I think that's, I don't know, I'm beginning to feel like he's missing sitters, and
That's what you can't. When that really starts to happen, though, that's when he gets sit. And guess what we've seen? He's gotten sit. He's got Chicago 04 started last game.
Let's just hide in here and talk show for a bit.
All right.
And the thing is, it's just like, man, we're stuck with this guy for like what, the next 2-3 seasons on a big contract, on a TAM contract. Like, we gave up so much funny money that how are we gonna fix this? I mean, I honestly, once the summer transfer window gets here, if there's no productivity from Shibilko, the Fire should go out and buy a striker with whatever amount of money or whatever amount of salary cap they have.
You bring up a good point. How much longer can we really afford to give for Shibilko to catch on? I mean, like, we are 10 games into the season, and I think he's got 2 goals.
Not only that, but like if whoever made like this is why I say maybe Heights it's time for Heights to go. Is because if he made this decision, come on, you have to look at his stats and be like, wow, these stats look very familiar. They look like the last guy we didn't extend his contract. I don't know.
We shouldn't have. Computer?
Yeah, it was computer.
Oh, and by the way, like I've been watching a lot of videos from like UK soccer fans, out in the UK or whatever.
Yeah.
That will send out emails to try to get autographs or even jerseys. And I'm like, man, I should try doing that for the Fire. Maybe they'll send me an autographed jersey. And keep in mind that I've been like a season ticket holder since 2011. I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot of crappy seasons.
The fact that they haven't sent you one, DPG, is ridiculous. Because you're absolutely right.
And the thing is, like, I have asked my season ticket holder rep a couple of times, like, hey, can you send me like an autograph? Can you do you have any extra matchday giveaways that I missed? And he'll flat out will say like, well, I don't know, maybe I don't think we do.
What? Yes, they
do
do. Yes, he does. Oh, that's okay. Okay, they absolutely do. They got to.
And the thing is, like, guys, like, the thing is, like, dude, I'm a season ticket holder for a bad team. And the fact is that you guys, when you have teams like Atlanta or Seattle that have a waiting list to be season ticket holders, you should be, like, kissing whatever current season ticket holders you have. You should be like, man, you know what? Yeah, I can get you.
Absolutely truth. Absolute truth.
Please, just renew next year,
Reach.
And I kind of feel like we had that a little bit a couple of years ago. It just something changed.
Something switched.
It's like, okay, so like one example I like to bring up is, so one year the Fire tried to do a Star Wars night game.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So they actually this is the time when they were like selling posters of it, like posters of their theme for that game night. So unfortunately, the Star Wars night one actually was a decent looking poster with a Death Star and the X-Wings. It looked great.
Yeah.
But they couldn't sell that because of copyright issues with Disney.
Yeah.
It sucked. But fortunately,
Oh, did we lose your brother? What do you want to do here, Jack? Do you want to see if that's in zone?
Yeah. Keep charging the bushes.
Or we can go up to the top of there. We lost you, DPG, by the way, if you can hear us. Guy at the top.
No, go to the like this.
Bush.
Yeah, just chill.
All right. DPG, we still can't hear you, by the way. Let me double check if he's.
I think he's lost connection.
Yeah, he lost connect. He's still on the call, but no movement on the. He is in a store, so maybe he lost him.
He went to the concrete.
He's in the concrete. Take a look.
Right, I'm gonna watch for it up here.
There's 10 people left. We're 8. We're also 10 of those 10, so 8 people. Our rear looks clear.
Roger that.
all right, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so I wasn't able to, you weren't able to purchase the Star Wars poster, and I think I asked about it on game day, like on Twitter, like, hey, where can I get the Star Wars poster? Somebody from the Fire organization actually reached out to me. This was back, 2016, 2017?
Yeah, when it was good.
Actually said, hey, we can't sell the poster for this reason, or blah, 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 but hey, if you want, I can go ahead and print you a copy of what would have been something, that we would have been. And he's like, just meet me here and on game day, and I'll give it to you. And he did. Simple things like that. He actually.
So sick.
And even my season ticket holder rep, past few years, I actually had a pretty good guy, and then all of a sudden, I think 2 years ago, I get switched over to some guy that, man, he sounds more like a robot more than anything.
Yeah.
Like he's reading a script. And it's just like when I asked him, hey, you know, like last year they had like a special thing for season ticket holders. Like if you had one item that you wanted to get autographed by anybody from the team, you know, just bring it on this match day or the two match days, right? And I reached out,
right?
Look, to make these 2 match days, can you, you know, is there any way I can just give you something for I can get autographed?
So
the guy flat out said no.
No.
What?
He said I can't do that. I think it was only for that. Like man, like.
You need ammo, Jack, by the way?
No, there's guys right here.
And like, it's not like I ask every year for anything to be autographed. This is like, you know, I wanted to get like a Bornstein jersey autograph or something that I was actually gonna produce the jersey myself.
Weaken him up, James. Weaken him up.
But yeah, it just.
Oh. I'm crawling into the bush. Stay in the bush.
Yeah.
Give me now.
But look, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. All right.
All right, brother. Dude, thanks for stopping
10
by,
seconds.
man.
10 seconds.
Yep.
Thanks, TBG.
Dude, good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah, I'll try to do this more often.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, let's get this done.